Shabbat shalom. Try it with us. I only hear Nancy Marks and Rabbi Goldberg singing.
Shabbat shalom. Welcome, everyone. Welcome all who's here. Welcome all who's here from, we probably have folks here from ages 7 days to 100 years, and it's so, so special. We're also not alone. There are folks with us in our LBT community and across the country and probably across the world with us via live stream. So we can even look to the little red dot and we can give everyone a wave. Hello, Grandma. Hello, Mom. We're so glad you're with us. There are many reasons why many of us are here tonight. Some of them might be, well, first off, tonight is our Taste of Bubble Up Shabbat, where Bubble Up is our LBT's small groups program, which enables us to all be better connected with one another, allowing us to get to know and better connect with old friends and also meet new friends in our community. The purpose of Bubble Up is all about building relationships and being together. And now, in this moment in Jewish history, being together in relationship could not be more important. Second, we may be here tonight because, well, I guess Jewish mourning rituals compel us to continue grieving the lives lost of family members for 30 days. This may include that it has only been 3 weeks since we Jews have experienced tragic suffering in our ancestral homeland, in our own families, and we're also hurting for the civilians in Israel and Gaza as they continue to hurt so badly from the terrorism of Hamas. We may be feeling frightened or helpless or hurt or misunderstood. And with all this heaviness in the world, we still need one another. There's no reason and no need for us to walk alone through it. Lastly, and just as importantly, if not more, we are so blessed and we are granted so much light and so much hope on this Shabbat by being in the presence of dear and beloved Bowie Maxwell Haas.
And we have the best seat in the house right here.
Cantor and Andrew and Lucy and Bowie, in your being here, you're giving us all the privilege of blessing you and your entire family with so much love and so much joy. And you're teaching us that joy and love and hope remain central to Jewish tradition no matter what's going on in the world. And that is so important. It's so important to bring hope and light and love and joy no matter what's going on in the world, because that's what it means to be Jewish. Because of all these special circumstances, tonight's Shabbat is just going to run a bit differently. There's not going to be a sermon per usual. Instead, we'll be threading themes of togetherness and community and blessing throughout the service. And we'll aim to end a bit earlier than usual Friday nights to make time for our BYO community dinner in our social hall. There's also an oneg afterward, which is going to be amazing. And we'll have a short but special Taste of Bubble Up program tonight as well. Whether or not you're in Bubble Up, everyone is invited to join. And if you're like, what am I doing here? What is going on? Then at least just stay for the oneg. It's going to be amazing. We'll begin tonight in song on page 344 near the back of our cedar reams with Shiru Ladonai Shir Chadash.
And on page 20 with Lecha Dodi, we welcome in Shabbat as we would at a celebration of two people coming together in love. And so we hold on to that love, we spread that love with one another with these words. We are on the top of 20. We'll do verses 1 and 2, and then we'll jump to page 21 with verses 5 and 9. Let's fill this space with our song and with our love.
זכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד. אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, השם ולתפארת ולתחילה. לך לקראת כלה ונשע שבת לכו ונלכה, כי מקור הברכה. מראש מקדם לסוכה, סוף מעשה מחשבה תחילה. לקראת כלה ונשע
Top of 21.
התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך קומי אורי. אורי, אורי, שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני, עלייך נגלה. לך לקראת כלה ונשע
Bottom of 21, we rise and face the entrance.
בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה וצהלה. תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי כלה, בואי כלה. לך לקראת כלה ונשע לקבלה. לך לקראת כלה ונשע
You may be seated. We are going to sneak into our Kabbalat Shabbat service, a very special blessing. And so I'm going to invite up Cantor Sarah Haas, Andrew Haas, Lucy. Can everyone just look at this very proud older sister, Lucy Haas, and of course, Bowie. First of all, everyone just get a chance to look at this deliciousness. Bowie, you have no idea. Yes, it's like Simba and the Lion King, exactly. Well, it's hard to believe that the last time Cantor Haas was on this bima just 2 weeks ago, Bowie was not here, and now he is here to be with all of us. And the Jewish philosopher Martin Buber, he teaches that each person born into this world represents something unique and new, and that we wouldn't need to exist if someone else could do what we could do. And so when we have a new baby in our world, we not only celebrate who this deliciousness is right now, but we also are getting to celebrate the potential, the love, and the contributions, the very unique ones, that he will bring into this community and into this world. We also get to celebrate these parents. It is a very courageous choice to choose to bring children into this world. And so we're not only blessing Bowie tonight, we're also blessing his parents. We're also wave everyone to the larger Haas family and community over here. And it's a reminder that you two don't have to do this alone, but that you have all of us who are here and ready to hold Bowie and ready to babysit Bowie. We're taking I know, really, but we're taking volunteers right now for babysitters, and to journey with you all as you bring him into this community and world. So I'm going to share first I'm going to invite you two to share why you chose his Hebrew name and reveal what is his Hebrew name, and then I'll get a chance to share a blessing with him.
So, do you want me to say what his Hebrew name is? Do you remember?
Shai Yisrael.
Shai Yisrael, which means gift, I think in this case, gift to Israel. When we were talking about names, we had a bunch. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm not used to having to hold this microphone.
We're going to switch.
Switch? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. So weird, like to not be the, okay, anyways, I'm just putting myself in, okay. So we had a lot of choices, and we were trying to figure out, do we want to name him based on the Shabbat? It was Shabbat Bereshit, beginning of the book of Torah, the beginning of creation. And then Lisa came over, and we were talking about just sort of kind of the direction we wanted to go in. And Lucy's Hebrew name is Shira Chana, which means gift of song or gift of music. And Shai is another word for gift. And so we kind of went with that theme, gift of. And I think we all know, with everything going on in Israel right now, we really saw Bowie as a light in a really dark time. And we hope that his light shines on all of us. And thank you. You said, he's like, you can talk. Okay, you could talk too. So the other part was that my mom's father, who I never met, who died when my mom was 17, his middle name was Israel, and so his Hebrew name was also Yisrael. So we're paying homage to him as one of the only, I think we have one other person named after him, but it was really something that we wanted to bring his memory into all of this as well. So we have Shai Yisrael.
Well, Shai Yisrael, this is a blessing for you. Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu kayem et hayeled hazeh la'aviv u'li'imo ve'yikara shemo be'Yisrael Shai Yisrael ben Eitan Chaim v'Sara. Yismach ha'av ve'yotzeh chalatza v'tagel imo b'fri vitna. Ze hakaton gadol yehiyeh. Kashem shenichnas labrit. Ken yikanes leTorah, ulechupa, ulema'asim tovim. Our God and God of our ancestors, sustain this child through his parents' loving care. Let him be known among our people Israel by the name Shai Yisrael. May his name be a source of joy to him and inspire him to serve our people and all of humankind. May his parents rejoice in the growth of his body and his soul. As they have brought him into this covenant, so may they, with wisdom, with patience, we hope with lots of sleep, lead him to the study of Torah, to a life of good deeds, to love and partnership that is worthy of God's blessing. And together, as his community, we all say, Amen. We, Rabbi Goldberg and I, are now going to wrap. We are going to wrap.
In my talit.
This is perfect. This is what a stroller becomes. You put your groceries in the stroller. You put your talit in the stroller. So we are going to wrap him, and symbolically, we are all going to wrap the Haas family in a talit in our love as we share with them the priestly blessing, one of our oldest blessings in our tradition, and one in which we bless our children with every Friday night.
Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
God bless you and guard you.
Yair Adonai panav elecha vichuneka.
May God's light shine upon you and be gracious to you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
May God always be with you. May God bring you a sense of peace inside, and may you be a vessel of peace, which is so needed in this world.
Amen.
And in our joy and blessing, we join together.
Simin tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simin tov, mazel tov, simin tov, mazel tov, simin tov, Yehelanu, 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 Ulecho Yisrael, Yehelanu, Yehelanu, Ulecho Yisrael, Yehelanu, Yehelanu, Ulecho Yisrael, Yehelanu, Yehelanu, Ulecho Yisrael.
Yeah, on three, we're going to say Mazel Tov with Glenn. 1, 2, 3.
Mazel tov!
Amen. Thank you for sharing this blessing with all of us. With that joy and blessing close to us, we are going to move into our service with the Baruch Hu. It can be found on page 28. And if you're able, we'll invite you to please rise. Let's read together on the bottom of page 31. This is an hour of change. Within it we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? This is the hour of change, and within it we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv, Aravim. We continue with Shema, our prayer of unity, of connection, reminding us that we are all called to one another, responsible for one another when we see each other face to face. Let's join page 34.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
This Shabbat we are in Parashat Lech Lecha, and this is Avram's famous journey when God says to him, go forth, Lech Lecha, and Avram says, okay, sure, and just moves to the place that God shows him. And as we think about our own journeys, beginning new journeys, as we have here with little Bowie, or as we communally and individually face challenging journeys ahead, there are words from Rabbi Andrea Weiss that I thought might help us think about both Avram's journey, the Israelites' journey at the Sea of Reeds, and our journey together. Go forth on a journey. Go by yourself. Standing at a crossroads, you venture from the known to the unknown. Some journeys must be done alone. Go to yourself. Spiral inward and unwrap your past and your potential. Remember that the soul which you have made is unique and holy. Go for yourself. Smell the fragrance which spreads across the land as you roam and wander. Refresh yourself under the tree which grows by a spring. At the side of the road, make your name great and make your life a blessing. We'll join together in these words. Mi chamocha, we are on page 40.
Rata
makes our journey safe is by having a shelter, a place of protection where we can be our full selves, where we can have that inner peace and also trust in an external peace. And that feels really fragile right now. And so as we prepare to recite our nighttime prayer, Hashkivenu, the words can be found on your supplement, the blue supplement. We'll join together in praying for a Sukkot Shalom, a shelter of peace to be spread over this community, to be spread over the people of Israel, and to be spread among all of us in this world.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom, leshalom. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Amen. Shelter us beneath thy wings, O Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right. Amen. Just your voices. To prepare us for our Amidah, which will be found on page 46, words of contemporary poet John Rodell, one of Cantor Hass's favorite poets. It speaks to the idea of what a home is and what a home can be. He writes, "Our real home is the space we hold for one another. Our hearts were made to be havens for the hopeless. Let us give each other a place to rest. Let us give each other a place to rest. And let us give each other a place to rest." May this Amidah give us a place for us in all the ways that we need it, to rest from all that which we need to rest from. We can use the comfort of the words of our tradition, beginning on page 46, or it's also an opportunity to merit from the spaciousness of the words that come to us in our own minds or from our own hearts. We'll join together in the Amidah and we'll rise in all the ways that we're able.
Page 46.
Adonai sifatai tiftachu fi agitei hatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el HaGadol, HaGibor VeHanora, El Elyon, Gomel Hasadim Tovim, Vekonei HaKol, Vezocher Hastei Avot Ve'imahot, Umevig Ula Livnei V'neihem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Avraham Va'ezrat Sarah, Ata Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayei HaKol Ata, Rab Lehoshia, Mashiv HaRuach U'Morid HaGashem, Mechalkel Hayim Behesed, Mechayei HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Verofech Olim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato, Lishenei Afar, Micha Mocha Baal Gevurot, Umidom Belach, Melech Memit Umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman Ata L'chayot HaKol, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magenei HaKol, Ata Kadosh V'Shimcha Kadosh, U'Kadoshim B'chol Yom, Yehalelucha Selah, Baruch Atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh.
We continue in silence through page 62. You may be seated whenever you're ready.
take till he knows that too many people have died? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. The answer, my friend, is blowing. The answer is blowing in the wind.
Tonight, as we prepare to recite Mishaberach, we are all holding so much suffering. We're holding the suffering and the fear of our family in Israel, of civilians in Gaza. We're holding the suffering and fear of over 200 hostages who are still being held captive by Hamas. We're holding the suffering of corners of our world that far too often go unnoticed. And we're also holding the suffering of people right here in this room, folks in our community who are in need of our prayers of healing for the mind and for the body and for the spirit. And so in a time when darkness feels like it might consume us, we just remember that we always find light by being together with one another. And this week I've seen that light in the meal trains that have been created. I've seen the light in the calls that so many of you have made, the notes that you've sent to people in Israel, to people in our community, and in the presence that we have for one another by offering prayers and by offering our strength when we need it the most. And so if there is someone on this Shabbat that you are thinking of who is in need of a prayer for healing, I'll invite you to stand at this time, and as my eyes meet yours, to share their name out loud so that we as a community can recognize them and see you and pray for their healing. We'll join together in a prayer for healing Mishaberach, the middle of page 253.
Sheberach Avoteinu mikol
move into our Aleinu prayer, a reminder, Aleinu, that it is on us to be the ones who build the world and to repair it in the ways that we all want to live in it. It is on page 282. Again, I will invite you to please rise.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד, ושמו אחד, ושמו
Shabbat, we commemorate the 5th anniversary of the Tree of Life Synagogue shooting in Pittsburgh, and we mourn the 11 souls who were lost. And so as we hold them in our hearts and hold this grief in our hearts, we're joined together, words written by Rabbi Chasen, by Rabbi Yoshi Zweiback, and that were sung in this moment 5 years ago by cantors coming together across Los Angeles. We remember.
The rising of the sun, we remember. In the blowing of the wind, we remember. In the opening of buds, we remember. We remember. In the blueness of the sky, we remember. In the rustling of leaves, we remember. As the year starts and it ends, we remember. We remember. When we're weary and need strength, we remember. When we're lost and sick at heart, we remember. When we've joys we yearn to share, we remember. We remember. So long as we live, they too shall live. They are now a part of us. They are now a part of us. They are now a part of us. We remember. We remember. We remember.
As we prepare to recite Kaddish, we link their names with members of our community. We especially remember longtime LBT member Harriet Levins, mother to Nancy and to Sally, and grandmother to Alex and to Nate, whom death has taken from us recently. And And we join her name with Beth Sheckman Alper, Forrest Bell, Fanny Bernstein, Murray Heller Blumenfeld, Ruth Bleiweiss, William Broker, Harry Chasen, Isidore Dreyer, Max Esterson, Matthew Furman, Stan Goodman, Brett Gottlieb, Annette Karp, Dorothy Katz, Jan Kraus, John Landis, Selma Mandel, Miriam Presson, David Solomon Ribbett, Will Rosenfeld, Dina Soger, Irving Walsh, Thomas B. Winholz, Roy Zuckerman, Nettie Kleinberg, and Adrian Beckman. If there are other names that we should add, or if I mispronounce the name of your loved one, I'll invite you to please share their name at this time. So think of those who have died as innocent victims of violence here in this country and abroad, in a world that is filled with far too much violence. We'll join together as one community in words of memory, Mourner's Kaddish. The words can be found on page 294.
Gadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah. Balma divrach cheruteh v'yamlich malchuteh. V'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayeh dechol Beit Yisrael. Ba'agala uv'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam olamei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shmei dekudesha berechu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'sherata, tushbechata v'nechamata, ta'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru amen. Amen. Zichronam levracha. May their memories be a blessing to all of us. We are going to close with words on the bottom of our handouts. Kol Yisrael Aravim Zeh B'zeh. We are all connected. We are all intertwined with one another. When you stumble, I fall. We're not that separate at all. In your danger, I fear. So far apart and yet so near. When I'm searching for what's right, you're there to point me toward the light, and you show me the way by what you do and what you say. Kol Yisrael Harevim Zeh B'zeh. Kol Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Rabbi Goldberg, where do we go now if we are heading to all the things?
We're going to go in through the social hall. You can get there through those doors in the back. You can also get there through these doors in the front. Feel free to help yourselves to oneg. Our program will start in about 15 or so minutes, so it's enough time to schmooze, get some oneg dessert, and also begin eating dinner.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.